Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is Robin, issue 16. So, it took me a while to actually remember, what the setup was for this issue, and it was Lord Deathman coming to the island and being like, yo, my sidekick, right there, you can see her, my sidekick has become the mega evil. Something like that. It's a great cover. I really like that cover. And as XLG asked me, is that a, you know, anatomically correct heart? It looks close enough. I'm not going to argue with it. It's gross. I love it. He's gross. And I like that on the cover we're like kind of going back to the got his heart ripped out again thing, which you might remember that happened in issue 1 or 2 of the series. What a way to start a comic book series, huh? Like the hero literally gets murdered like right away. Of course, it was on like the Lazarus Island where everybody gets resurrected a certain number of times, so not a big deal. So this book is basically setup material. They got Lord Deathman over here, tied up. They've been interrogating him, and he wants them to do terrible things to him, and they won't do terrible things to him. What greater torture could there be for Lord Deathman than not being murdered, than not having like his guts ripped open or whatever? So it's a good start. I love his font. I love the text bubbles for his speech. It looks great. The book looks pretty good. Like I'm not gonna like hash it out with you. The book just looks pretty good, yo. And I got a squeaky chair, and that is okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So from this point, we're kind of getting into the what's going on with the plot. He's laying it all out. She's like, feral, rah, rah, right there. And that's well, may not strictly be true, but it made for a great image in the book, didn't it? So anyway, our two protagonists here, let's show them again, Robin and Connor, they go off to meet Flatline. And along the way, they meet Hero, and who apparently there's like Batman drama going on, and I frankly don't care at all about whatever that is. And they go to Lord Deathman's lair, and they get like a cool fight against this. Like, it's not a big fight, but I like that Damien, Robin, is actually using his head. So instead of just like being like, oh man, I'm going to beat you up, he actually thinks about it a little bit. And he solves the problem without having to get into like a big, nasty, messy, brutal, fightalicious, brutality fight thing. Yeah, a brutality fight thing. Apparently it was just like controlled from a arcade game. Like, who knew? So they've been going to like all of Lord Deathman's hideouts looking for where Flatline was, and boom. They get here, there's an active trap going on, and there's like a clever bit on the next page or two. We're not really going to look at that. And then, meet up with Flatline. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone I snuck up on you. It's a great setup. They throw in a twist at the very end. I guess we got like 2 twists in this book, maybe? And they're both great. Not a lot of action in this issue. Like, the only real action is the stuff on that 2-page spread. The rest is all set up and talking and that kind of stuff. But I'm not holding it against the book because the setup and talking actually was a lot of fun to go through. I had a blast reading this book, even though it wasn't full of like explosions, which for me, that's kind of weird. That's absolutely kind of weird. So Robin continues to be a standout series for DC. This was a lot of fun to read. I think you might just want to check it out, especially if you're into Batman stuff. And even if you're not, probably still worth checking out. So check it out, where Lord Deathman will haunt your dreams tonight. Yeah, just like that. Bye-bye.